guys, this is a really cool one. Now, last week we had Madonna, which was cool, but we have Mother Teresa. And I've always been fascinated by a lot of the great leaders of the world. And she was a leader in her own right. She definitely was. She was a trailblazer. And, you know, she really didn't, she's one of those people that didn't really come into her own until later. And I'll tell you why. Because she's a 27-9. So is Gandhi, actually, the 27-9 life path. So 2 + 7 is 9. And this particular life path doesn't really become the humanitarian, the selfless service humanitarian that the 9 actually is until they get that 7 under control. Because if you take the 27 and look at that first, it leads with the 2, which is very supportive. So she was probably very supportive to people in her life. But the 7 is in the weaker position. So the 7 really is about trust, gaining trust of self and trust of other people. And so until that 27-9 life path gets that part, they're always searching without for the answers. They're always looking for the next guru, the next thing, the next person, the next book, the next whatever, religion, you name it, to make them feel like they have some sort of direction. So they end up being more of a follower than a leader in the early stages because they don't have that sense of self-trust. And that really makes them stable and just solid people, really solid once they get that sense of solid. They're unshakable. And Mother Teresa actually has the arrow of skepticism to top it off. So she's got a lot of hesitation and a lot of doubt centering around trust. She needs a lot of fact with her faith, if you know what I mean. And what's further interesting to me is that she has a lot of energy. She has 3 numbers on the most active side of the chart, and then she has 3 numbers on the most sensitive side of the chart. But they're cut off by this arrow, so they're not able to join forces. They're not able to connect together. So she's spent quite a bit of time probably trying to get her heart and her mind and the passion behind what she wanted to do in order, because they're really just, there's a disconnect there. But her gift is the 16-7. 1 + 6 is 7. So it's written as 16/7. And so she's all about truth, but truth in a big way, like the aha moment kind of truth. Turn the page hard. She didn't want to bring a little truth to someone. She wanted to bring it big and really say, wow, this is like amazing kind of truth. And then her how, which is the sum of her year, was an 11, which is the highest spiritual number, the spiritual guide. So she was definitely destined to be a leader, but a leader from the soul and the heart. So that's what the theme for the month has really been, as well as teaching us to live from here rather than here. And so she was definitely meant to be that heartfelt guide that she became. And it's beautiful to see because her early life was actually fraught with a lot of live and learn experiences. Her first cycle was actually a 16-7, which is volatile. It's turn the page, you know, live and learn, hindsight learning, all that stuff. So she racked up a lot of personal experience in a short amount of time. And then she went into a 1 cycle, which is all about outward rather than inward. It's do, achievement, ego, success, money, power, greed kind of energy, you know, the house, the kids, the whole 9 yards, the outer stuff, the physicalities of life. And then it wasn't until 45 and beyond that is when she hit the 8 cycle, which is 8 is really confident, assertive, doubtless. She really was stepping into her own and getting that sense of self-trust finally. And then she moved into a 10 at 54, it would have been. And the 10 is the mentor. So really, the heaven and earth colliding. You know, the 1 is the first physical number, the 0 is the symbol of the infinite or spiritual awareness. The 2 coming together to form that beautiful earth guide energy that leads through casual conversation. So they get in the trenches with the people. They don't preach from the mountaintops. And that's exactly how Mother Teresa was. So it really is a beautiful thing. And she was a Virgo too, so that's interesting. I love these interesting characters, I really do, and you know, I loved doing Madonna last week, but I really enjoyed doing Mother Teresa as well this week, so I want to wish Mother Teresa a happy birthday, and please do tune in next week, and we'll have another celebrity spotlight here on LotteryUSA.com.